Release That Witch. Episode 4, Flame.
Tell me once more, carefully, what exactly happened when the mine caved in?
Anna nodded and began her account. Roland was somewhat surprised. He had expected silence, or pleading, or curses. Instead, she simply answered his questions, cooperating fully, speaking only what was asked. The story was not complicated. Anna's father was a miner, working in the tunnels when the collapse came. Hearing the news, Anna rushed in with the other miners' families to rescue them. The North Slope mine was rumored to have once been a den of underground monsters, full of branching tunnels running in every direction. With no one in command, the rescuers scattered and searched alone. When Anna found her father, only 2 neighbors were with her, old Aunt Susan and Uncle Anki. She found her father pinned beneath a cart loaded with ore, his leg crushed, unable to move, and crouched beside him was a miner, picking the coins from his body. Caught in the act of robbery, the miner swung his pick and knocked Uncle Anki down. As he raised it for the killing blow, Anna killed him first. The neighbors swore never to speak of it, and together the 3 of them freed Anna's father. But the next day, before dawn, her father propped himself up on crutches, went out, and reported to the patrol guards that his daughter was a witch.
Why?
Hearing this, Roland could not help turning to ask.
For the bounty? Most likely. Discover and report a witch, and you receive 25 gold royals. For a man with a broken leg, those 25 gold royals are security for the rest of his life.
Roland was silent for a moment.
He was a grown man, strong and powerful. How did you kill him?
At that, Anna smiled. Like ripples spreading across a lake, the tips of the torches wavered.
With the devil's power, of course, as you all call it.
Silence, demoness.
The warden bellowed, but everyone could hear the tremor in his voice.
Is that so? I would like to see it.
The 4th prince was unmoved.
Your Highness, this is no joking matter.
Roland stepped out from behind his knight and walked, step by step, toward the cell.
Anyone who is afraid may leave. I did not ask you to stay.
Do not panic. She still wears the God's punishment lock around her neck. No matter how strong the devil is, he cannot break the blessing of God.
Barov's voice comforted the others, or perhaps only himself. Standing before the prison bars, Roland was now an arm's length from Anna. He could see her face clearly, covered in dust and scars. Her childish features meant she was not yet grown, yet in her expression he could catch not a trace of childishness. More than that, even a will to live was hard to find. He had only seen that discordant look on television, on homeless orphans, interviewed after lives of poverty, hunger, and cold. But it was not quite the same. Those orphans hunched and lowered their heads before the camera. Anna did not. Even now, she struggled to stand straight, gaze tilted slightly upward, meeting the prince's eyes with open calm.
She is not afraid of death. She is waiting for it.
Your first time seeing a witch, my lord. Careful. Your curiosity might get you killed.
If the devil's power were truly such that one look brings misfortune, then the one who died should not have been me. It should have been your father.
The firelight in the cell suddenly dimmed, and this time it was no illusion. The flames seemed pressed down by some unseen force until only small tufts remained. Behind him, Roland heard hurried breathing and prayers, and the dull thud of someone falling while scrambling backward. His heartbeat quickened. He felt he stood upon a wondrous boundary. On one side, the world of common sense, running precisely by its ordained constants and laws. On the other, a world beyond belief, brimming with mystery and the unknown. He now stood before the gate of that new world. The thing on her neck was the God's punishment lock? What a crude chain. A red-painted iron links holding a crystal-clear pendant. If it were not shackling the witch's hands firmly behind her back, such a thing would snap with a single pull. Roland glanced back at the others. While they were still lost in panicked prayer, he shot his hand through the bars, seized the pendant, and tore it hard. The clasp snapped clean off. Even Anna was stunned.
Come on then. So which are you? A fraud? A chemist? Or a true witch? If you pull out little bottles and start mixing strong acid now, I will be very disappointed.
Then Roland heard a crackling, the sound of water vapor swelling with heat. White mist rose from the ground, and the air around them grew sharply hotter. He saw flame rise from beneath her feet, gently licking the girl's bare calves. Then the ground where she stood caught fire. The torches behind them burst all at once, as if fed pure oxygen flaring into dazzling light. For a moment, the whole cell was bright as day, and with it came the terrified screams of the onlookers. The witch stepped forward, and the flames roamed with her steps. When she reached the edge of the cell, the dozens of iron bars became pillars of fire. Roland had to fall back. The searing air tore at his skin. In a few short breaths, he had gone from deep autumn to midsummer. No, not like summer's all-enfolding heat. This high temperature, born purely of flame, struck only the side that faced it, while his back stayed bitter cold. He even felt himself breaking into a cold sweat.
She does not fear flame. Only now do I truly understand those words. She is flame itself. How could she fear herself?
Soon the iron bars turned from deep red to bright yellow and began to melt and deform. That meant they had been heated past 1500 degrees, achieved with no insulation at all, far beyond anything Roland had imagined. Like the others, he had retreated from the cell, pressed flat against the farthest stone wall. Otherwise, the heat of the molten iron alone, without even touching it, could set clothing alight. Anna's own prison garb had long since burned to ash, her body wrapped in raging fire. No one knew how long it lasted before the flames all receded. On the wall, only a stub of torch burned quietly, as if nothing had happened at all. But the sweat-soaked clothes, the scalding air, and the prison bars twisted like the devil's own claws all told the witnesses this had been no dream. Apart from Roland and the knight, everyone had collapsed to the floor. The warden had even wet himself in fear. Anna now stood outside the cell, naked, the shackles that had bound her arms gone without a trace. She did not cover herself. Her hands hung naturally at her sides, and her lake blue eyes had regained their earlier calm.
I have satisfied your curiosity, my lord. Now, will you kill me?
No, said Roland. He stepped forward, wrapped his own coat around her, and spoke in the gentlest voice he could manage.
Miss Anna, I would like to hire you.